Hey everybody, Steven here playing Subnautica Below Zero. So we had another hefty update this morning. It was like 165-ish megabytes. Usually that means there's something substantial in the game. And I want to start this video in one of my favorite biomes, which is the Crystal Caverns. And they've actually added in the effect that I thought they were going to put in, that I was hoping they would put in, which was kind of like a glowing to the crystals, which you're seeing right here. So this looks phenomenal. It just adds a whole other depth. They have changed, and I put it in the previous video, they have changed the kind of coloring in the water here where it's more green now. I don't know if they'll change that back. It probably doesn't look, I don't know, I'm trying to envision this like glowing effect in that pinker type water. It might not kind of shine through like it does with this. So that looks really good. So we still have all the stuff I talked about in the previous video. They've added more plants in. They still haven't put the kind of minerals. They're just kind of floating everywhere, and there's a lot of it, but more cliffs. Everything's just looking a lot more done, more textures on the ground, stuff like that, and it's actually on the roof now as well. So this is looking really good. I haven't gone down here yet. See if they've tweaked. I think this will, I guess, we talked about in the other videos, I think this is going to go to a facility. That looks really cool. Now I don't know if that is going to be just right here, or if we're going to see that it extends beyond this. I hope it extends beyond it personally, just because I'd like to see it. The bigger the map, the better, in my opinion, for this. So that is looking really good. And I want to go back here too and check. Let's see if this has changed. Which these already kind of glowed. Yeah, so that looks pretty awesome. And then we go back up here. Okay, so I'm going to take the water volume off. No changes to Marg's base here yet, and they still haven't done anything in this little room. I'm thinking they'll have a precursor artifact in here, or a bounty. They have fixed some of the loading issues, where you can see now, like when I zoom out, like most of the map is loading in now, which is nice, because there for a minute, like really nothing was loading in. It'd take forever. Still just all the lily pads in here. Let's bring that fog back. That is bright. Seems like they've actually made that lighter. Like a lot lighter. Thinking they'll tweak that, because that's like crazy bright. But we're gonna go over here. So on the Rocket Island, and this was something I talked about in the last video, they just didn't have it, which was there was a rocket here. So I don't know if it just kind of disappears if you start to play through the first part, or if this is like it's actually here. But we have another Neptune rocket here. They still have the one at the beginning, which you can see way over there, and then in the glacial basin there's another one. So we'll see that one right there. But one of the things I did want to toy with over here is actually messing with the, I'm gonna take that water volume back off. Let's see if you can see him here. So you can see my body over here. I was messing with it prior to actually recording, which is the ice worm. So hopefully that all loads in. There we go. So you can see them, they're all lined up. There's actually one right here. This one I couldn't get to work. It'll make the sound effect, but nothing actually happens other than the sound. These ones will actually get to do their thing. So, and that's where you can hear the roar and the vibration. So this is the kill fling, which it's doing the vibration, but you're not actually seeing it do its thing yet. So we'll get the long jump going. There it goes. Looks pretty cool. long poke. I do wish you could almost trigger them without being in this. I've tried and it didn't work. Maybe I'm doing that wrong. There you go. Ooh! I can't wait to see how this thing is like scripted out with the battle. There you go. I do like that you can see like the ice on the side here, but that's been in there, but like I can hear it, like the audio effect with it now, the crackling of the ice. And then they changed, if you can see it over there, the Arctic spires, they went from blue for like the kind of in-between part to that green. That short jump. Get ourselves a roar. There we go. That looks awesome. And then the Phantom, I believe, is just like the little thing that pops up. Yeah. That was awesome. The space seems tight for a battle with that thing, though, so I am curious to see how it actually plays out with that. Because that thing just, it looks massive. I don't know how that's going to work. And then that cut out the audio. Alright, let's see. Well, I want to turn that back on. Let's see if this works. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know what that sign does. Alright, well. Oh well. So as you can see here, like I said, this used to be blue on the inside. Now it's kind of like a turquoise color. And then we have the big one. I've covered that before too, so they've kind of changed the structure of this. I still haven't seen anything. I don't know if those are just hiding spots. I think that one is, and that other one just little hiding corners. I do like that you can, once you come over here, you can actually hear the ice worm. Over here, they've done the same thing with some of them, and then they kind of like start to turn like the blue back to the other blue color, like right there. So we have like they're turquoise and then they're blue. I don't know if they're all going to get that, turn that color, or if they're going to put more over here, which would be really, really cool to see. Does that go anywhere? No. And then we'll go down to the, if I can find them, the frozen Leviathan here. There we go. So the water's in here because I haven't stepped outside of the cave and come back in. Whoa. Okay. But just looking at that guy, I always like looking at it just with the ice effect. It looks so cool. Where you can see like it would be if it was some other frozen creature that we would see in real life. Just the effect is awesome. But I can also just float through here and give them a look. Let's see. So that is it. There's also, which I haven't messed with. Where is it? We have this, but it hasn't been giving me anything. Which is a data drop right here. Or data box. There it is. Hoverbike jump module. Which makes perfect sense because where is it? I'm pretty sure this is your path to get there. So that's how we're gonna have to do the jump. Let's see, we can come down through here. Wonder if you would use it to jump off this too. I guess that'd probably just kill you. People probably just do that for fun though. And it go anywhere. So the hover bike jump module, we're gonna need that to actually jump up and over off this to get to the Iceworm Arena. There's got to be something else over here, though, that is the reason why you would come over here. Because right now, as you play through the game, like, I don't really have a reason to come over here. I'll just go back the way I came. So we have that. And I'm curious to see, because I know there's going to be more precursor bases. I still haven't run into any, but that's what I found with today's update without trying to spawn in things and do stuff like that. The expansion of the map, where you can see like the border there, whoa, right there, is really cool to see. It's actually gotten bigger. So we're going to see more and more added to this game. And because the entryways were changed from over here, I'm wondering what they're going to do with this space over here currently, because right now they don't have anything going on with it. And I think the next big thing that they'll work on after the Crystal Caverns, they're going to come over here and start changing some things, which is the Deep Arctic, if I remember correctly. Let's just see what that says.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased. Passing 200 meters.
Yep, Deep Arctic resource. That's all we have right now. We have our other spot over here. And I'm wondering also if it'll all connect, because once you go down through here, you'll actually see, going from the purple, or the Crystal Caverns here, that actually goes further down. It'll load in here. Right. We can go through here, and it's actually our entry point back up to the start of the game and the precursor base there. So that is it for this video. Hopefully the next update has the implementation of the Iceworm battle. Keeping fingers crossed for that. The beginning of the game has changed, so if you haven't started it up in a while, I have covered that in the previous video, but if you want to go through it yourself, that's definitely something I would encourage you to do. If you're like me, kind of like geek out on the story and the stuff that they're actually putting in story-wise with this game. So, but that is it, everybody. If you like the video, hit the like button for me. If you want to continue to follow along with all of my content, hit the subscribe button for me. Thanks so much for watching.